Alright, so for today's video, we're going to be installing some ghost ring iron sights for the AAP-01. So these ghost rings, I don't know how available they are right now, but they're definitely a very nice upgrade for these. So let's go ahead and get them out. So basically you have your rear and then you have your front. I'm going to go ahead and just do one at a time. So I'm going to leave the rear all together. I'm going to do the front right now. So we can go ahead and pour everything out. And basically the only tools that you're going to need is going to be some super glue, and then you're going to need to have a 2 millimeter and a 1.5 millimeter Allen wrench. All right, so we're going to take the upper off of the lower to make this easier. So you just got to press the button that's in the back here, and then you can separate the two halves. So we're doing the front iron sight first. So we're going to go ahead and unscrew this up here. And it'll come out. And then one thing you will need to be aware of, on these ghost rings, the hole is a little bit deeper than the stock sight. So your screw, depending on what barrel you have, you might need to cut your little screw. You use the screw that came on the original gun. This is the screw that you use for these. So I put the ring in first, right? And then I'll screw it down. And then once I get it screwed down, then I'll put the fiber in. Oh, sorry about that. So I got this screwed in, and it's screwed in good. It's not moving. Make sure it's not wiggling or anything like that. I have my thread protector on a little bit too loose, so I'll tighten that a little bit. But basically, so these are already cut to the perfect size. I like to look at them and find the side that looks the nicest, and that's going to be the one that goes back towards me. So it looks like I want it to be in this orientation. It's all preference based as far as that's concerned. And super glue, I use the Loctite super glue liquid. This stuff tends to not leave any white residue, which is a nice thing. So let's go ahead and open this. And then I will always test this before I use it. So I'll test it off to the side, make sure that it's coming out good, which it is. And basically all you have to do is you just drop one drop here in the middle, like so. And then you will slide in the fiber from the front. And then it'll go in all the way. And you might need to use a little screwdriver or something to kind of persuade it. But definitely try not to touch the super glue because it'll stick to your hand. I use a little paper towel to get off all the residue or all the leftover glue. And this brand of super glue tends to not leave the white residue, which is why I like this brand. But that looks good there. And then I'll just double check. I'll look down the front, make sure that I get a clear red dot, which I do. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but it's on there good, and I can see it real nice. All right, so now we'll go ahead and do the rear. So the rear is a little bit more annoying than the front, but it's not too terrible. All right, so again, we will use the 2 millimeter for this one. Just gotta unscrew it. And I'll try to get you guys a good view of the iron sights here. So I'll have to kind of disconnect my camera so I can get you guys a good view. But so remove this. We want to have the screws, but we don't care about anything else. Sometimes the screw in the back is a pain because it's kind of held in by the fibers. Oh, and that's going to be, yeah, that's being really annoying. There we go. All right, so now we will put in this. So we'll put in the metal part first, get it in there, make sure it's pressed down all the way, and then we can do the screws. Perfect. And then now we can do the fibers. So for this one's a little bit harder. So what I do is I take my glue and I drop it down the front here. So let's make sure that I have, yeah, right. So I will drop it like that, and then like that. And then I just got to fit the fibers in through. So these ones you barely see. So these don't have to be in there perfectly or anything like that. Like, it doesn't matter about the pretty side or the not pretty side, because you barely even see these. These are more of like aesthetics from the side than anything else. Oh, sorry, again, my hat is in the way. Actually, this one I will want to put in the other way, because this one has a weird thing going on one side. Just like so. Then I can go ahead and use my paper towel again, get off all the excess. Just make sure I don't have any extra on there. And I think if you have too much extra, it will dry white, but as long as you don't have too much extra, it should be fine. But now it's all good, and it's basically done. I will get you guys, I don't think you guys can really see it from there, so I will get you guys a view here in just 1 second. Sorry, let me move some stuff out of the way. All right, it's perfect. So now we will go ahead and attach these together, and you'll be able to get a good view here in a second. That's what it's going to look like. So you get a nice, very easy to use iron sights. So these are kind of, these are definitely kind of my preferred method of aiming now. Just like a red dot pretty much, but obviously not electric. They're iron sights, but it's very easy to use. You have to get used to it a little bit, just because it is a little bit weird. You have to kind of make sure you keep the center dot in the center, because if not, if it's off to the side, obviously that's not going to be going where you're aiming. But if you can keep it in the center, you're going to be set. And these are pretty nice. I'm trying to make sure I get like a good thumbnail here or something. But yeah, that's probably a pretty good looking thumbnail. So have a nice day. Adios.